it going? Stabman coming back at you again today. And today I'm going to talk to you about some movies that I picked up off of Amazon. Recently, Amazon had a deal where, kind of like Best Buy, where they had a bunch of movies that you can get, a bunch of Blu-rays, 3 for $20. So it, it comes to $6.66 each. The evil price. Some of these titles are actually really cool. Like, you never see them that low of a price, or if you do, it's kind of rare to see it at that price. So I went ahead and picked those up, and I also picked up a movie that was $5, and I thought I'd just throw it into this video kind of as an addendum. But let's go ahead and talk about the 3 titles that I picked up here from the 3 for $20 first. I am happy to finally have this in my movie collection after having waited so long for a price drop that I'd be willing to pay, and quite frankly I was getting a little ridiculous because it had dropped down to like $7.99 before, but I didn't want to pay it because it was too expensive. It was a bit ridiculous. For Clue, the movie, that's a bit ridiculous. So when I saw it for $6.66, I said, yeah, okay, it's time to bring that home. It's time to stop being me. No, do it. It's Clue, the freaking movie. You gotta have Clue. I mean, come on, it's Clue. This is one of the most hilarious movies ever, and there are so few movies like it. And by the way, Hasbro, when you do a movie based on a fucking game, a board game, this is how it should look. This is what it should look like. This. Not fucking Battleship, which granted is cheesy fun apparently. Not Ouija. Ouija is so bad. Stop it. Stop. For the love of God, you're doing like Chutes and Ladders next, right? Stop! So, yeah, anyways. Clue. Clue, very good movie. Next up, sadly, Alan Rickman passed away recently, and after he did, my friends and I, we got together and we watched one of our favorite movies with him in it. And yeah, I didn't have it in my collection at the time, so I am correcting that mistake. I have Galaxy Quest on Blu-ray. Yes! You have to have Galaxy Quest. It's hilarious, it's brilliant, it's, I'm not a huge Star Trek fan, but, over the years I've developed an appreciation for it that I didn't necessarily have before. So, having watched this as a kid and not necessarily understanding it, as a kid I didn't like it. But watching it now as an adult with my understanding much better, it's just brilliant. It's in so many ways brilliant. It gets better with age. I wish that Rickman had not passed away so soon, because I believe he would have been able to do a lot more great roles like this, and I would have loved to see those roles. In fact, one of the last movies he did was like CBGB, and I loved that movie. I thought it was really good. So he had so much more to offer, but well, what are you gonna do? You will be missed, Mr. Rickman. You will be missed. Anyways, next up, last but not least, from the 3 for $20 deal is Stephen King's Pet Sematary. This Blu-ray in particular never drops below $10. I have not seen it for less than $10 ever. So to be able to get it for $6.66, pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. I'm not a huge fan of Pet Sematary. I like it all right, and it's the kind of movie that I could see myself watching, every other Halloween or something like that. So I said, yeah, why the hell not? Want to have it in my collection, and it's a way better price than it normally is, so Just do it. And then last but not least, the $5 title that I picked up recently-ish, and then decided to throw into this video, is Clint Eastwood's Blood Work. I bought Copland a few months ago, and now I got Blood Work. I'm just trying to pick up some of the mid-90s movies that he did that I remember liking, but I don't remember much about them. So mid-90s, early 2000s, I guess. When did this come out? Early 2000s, yeah. So, yeah, hopefully it's as good as I remember it being. I think it's a pretty good movie. It was produced and directed by Clint Eastwood, so that's something. Clint Eastwood usually does really good work, and I swear I have really good memories of this, so I'll watch it again. I'll let you know my thoughts, maybe, when I get around to that, you know? But, yeah, until then, that's it. That's what I picked up from that sale. So for $25 essentially, these are the 4 movies that I got for $25. Not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. That's why I like those 3 for $20 kind of sales. Usually it's Best Buy that has them, but this time around it was Amazon. You want to check around for that sometimes on Amazon. I randomly ran into it, randomly found it out of nowhere when I was searching around on Amazon, and it was like, oh, sure, let me see what you got, you know? And granted, a lot of the titles were not very good, but I was still able to find some pretty good deals in there, so yeah. Keep an eye out. Keep that eye out. I will say about Amazon and that 3 for $20 deal, they're not... I didn't think you could make something more convoluted and more difficult to find and more difficult to take advantage of than what you typically find on Best Buy's website. But Amazon has managed to do that. They're clearly trying to cut into Best Buy's profit margin by doing the same thing that they are doing. But they haven't quite perfected that yet, have they? It's like... You know, they don't necessarily have to because they're still making more money than Best Buy, probably, I think, in terms of, like, Blu-ray sales in particular. But at the same time, if you really want to, like, stick it to them and do the same thing that they're doing and, you know, have a 3 for $20 sale like that, then don't make it almost impossible to find. Don't make it something that people just stumble into. I mean, you gotta advertise that shit. You gotta put it somewhere where people can see it. So, yeah. Those are my thoughts on that. Anyways, that'll be it for me today. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later. Peace.